Hi, I'm Kate, and welcome to my literal office. So today's mini class, we are going to do some desk movement and desk mobility that you can do from your home office, you can do in your regular office, and you can be wearing regular clothes. You'll just clear some space off of your desk. Let your palms come onto the edge of the desk. And as you inhale, feel like your pelvis tilts forward. Let your chest lift. I like a little bit of side movement. And then the exhale, you're pushing against the desk. Notice my arms are extended, so my elbows are straight, and I'm curling the chin into the chest. And then the inhale again, I'm gonna lift up, my shoulders scrape down. And then the exhale, you're gonna push that out. So you can, just like any class, you can go as fast or as slow as you want. I would say if your chair does have wheels, obviously just be careful that you don't like wheel yourself across the office. We'll do this for about 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, very last one. And then just find yourself at center. Sit back in your chair. Your right ankle is going to come onto your left knee. So it's like I'm making a figure 4 shape while seated. And even though I'm leaning back into the high back of this chair, notice I'm not crumpling through the pelvis. So you want to feel that pelvis forward. Move the back away from whatever the back of your chair looks like. And then on this cleared desk surface, whether it's a corner or the full desk is cleared, see if you can bring your forearms there. Now, even though my t-shirt is a little billowy, notice how I'm trying to bring my nipple line to this inner part of my shin, my calf. I'm taking my elbows a little bit wider to drop the head a little bit heavier. Keep your right foot super flexed and let your head try to fall into some negative space and resist the urge of lifting your right butt up. So really feel like that right butt can anchor into the chair even more. We stay active here for another full cycle of breath in and a full cycle of breath out. And your hands walk up the desk, your torso rises up, and then you'll let that right foot come onto the floor. And already that side should feel longer. You'll take your left ankle, and your shoes can obviously be on. You're not putting a shoe or a foot on your pants or skirt or dress, whatever it is. So left ankle, right knee. You can see better on this side. I'm actively flexing. I'm finding the clear surface of the desk. I'm taking my forearms, my elbows down. This is my tighter side. I have to work quite a bit more diligently to try to get that nipple line towards that inner part of my shin. You know, and if you can't even come forward to the desk, which some days that's me, you can also stay upright and let your respective hand, in this case, it's the left hand, left knee, and push that down and utilize the desk for a bit of leverage in this way. For me, this, I feel like I can get a bigger opening. So do whatever feels best for you, and anytime you're at a desk and you have the opportunity to drop your head. Let the traps go side to side. Another big breath in. And a full cycle of breath out. You'll rise up from that. That left sole of the foot comes to the floor. And everybody is going to be having a different chair setup. You can obviously, this chair doesn't have any arms on it, but it has a back. You'll work with the chair that you have. As you inhale, reach your arms up, hook your thumbs, the palms face forward. Again, the sitting bones are really anchoring into the seat. You can tick-tock side to side. Look up as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, left hand comes anywhere on the right side of the chair, and your right hand comes towards the back of the chair. And I'm using those 2 points of contact to leverage myself into a twist. Again, don't round the lower back, push it forward. As you breathe in, come up through the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, try to twist a little bit more. And sometimes you can get one of those really nice back cracks. Another full breath in and a full cycle of breath out. You'll come through center, pause, reach your arms up again as you breathe in, hook the weird thumb on top. Again, the sitting bones are heavy. You can take that tick-tock side to side, and then you twist it to the left. So my right hand is coming to this left side of the chair. This is my left hand. I'm using it on the back post of the chair. It just works with this shape of chair, and you can literally use with any chair you have. If you have an arm on the chair, you can obviously use that to leverage, but notice as I inhale, I'm rising up through the crown, and as I exhale, I'm trying to twist a little bit further. One more full breath in. And a full cycle of breath out. Inhale, come to center, pause, your palms are facing down. We're letting all of the intervertebral discs neutralize, the spine neutralizes. That's a big breath in through the nose. And then a big open sigh. So you can either still be facing your desk depending on the space you have. I'm gonna spin to face you because I want you to see me. You could also pivot your chair away from the desk so you are more spatially sound in front of you. Right leg extends out. Your butt is gonna come to the edge of your chair. Your right leg is gonna extend out. Your foot is super flexed. That left knee is bent. Try to fold yourself forward. So you should start to feel the back line of that leg extend. My elbows are out, my chin is into the chest. I'm gonna show you the side version now. So if you are contending with a desk, you can kind of step your foot into whatever area of the desk or even use one of the braces for support. So you can see here, I can reach my heel to that far edge and then I can fold forward and I can leverage the desk, the top of the desk and fold. But again, notice the integrity of my spine, and I am trying to drop the chin. I'm trying to let the trap soften. So you saw the front on version without using the desk, and now you're seeing the side version using the desk. And everybody's bottom of desk and the structure and the struts of that are gonna look different. So work with what you got. Work what your mama gave you. And then I'm folding forward, ooh, and I'm trying to let that heel, whether it's on the floor or on a support of the desk, maybe you have a shelf, let that heel dig in. And as you hinge from the hip, you're gonna feel that whole back space of the leg open up, which is, again, so, so nice. And then you'll come up from that. Both soles of the feet are on the floor. You'll scoot your butt a little bit further back into the chair space. Again, just being in mind, keeping in mind what's around you. You're gonna step your feet a little bit wider and the toes are dialing out. This is also known as my worst nightmare on the New York City subway when someone's sitting like this, but we're gonna take up space. We're in the office, we have that space. Be mindful of where the desk is in front of you, so if you need to move your chair back, you can. As you inhale, reach the spine up, lift the chest, lift the chin, and as you exhale, press your right hand into your right knee and let your right shoulder dip down and look over your left shoulder. So it's another twist, and as you push your knees away, you're gonna feel that inner thigh, and then the inhale, I come through center. And then you can see as I exhale, it's now my left shoulder, my left ear coming down, and I'm pushing my knees back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, push. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, it's a push. Inhale, roll up, one more each side. Exhale's a push. Inhale up. Exhale, a push. And then we inhale, come up from that. Your soles of the feet are again gonna come parallel. I'll face you so you can see my fold. And it's very much a series of 90-degree angles. The heel is under the knee's in line with the hip. If you have a belt on, you might wanna shift your pants up a little bit, but you're gonna take your forearms to your knees, almost like you were coaching like a basketball team and you were on the sidelines discussing the next play. The chin comes into the chest, and maybe this is enough of a release through the low back. Otherwise, you can start to let the elbows come down the shins, and you can see how my knees are into my armpits. My hands just kind of drape on the floor. And then as the chin tucks into the chest, you can take your hands behind your head and encourage that coaxing down and in. For me, this always is reminiscent of like a Jack in a Box, the toy, and where you're like smooshing that clown back in. That's the vibe here. But it's also a lot of connectivity through the front lines of the body, which is really nice. And it's just pulling you off that low back, which when you're sitting a lot, it's a big sensation. And then let your arms drop. Feel the belly button zip up into the spine. You're going to keep the head heavy, and it's like that butt, the sitting bones, the tailbone, and notice how my hands, my arms from that anchoring down, they roll up, and then the head is all the way up. Let your left hand press into your left thigh. So this is passive doing nothing. That's pressing down. You can see how that gives more engagement. Your chin still level with the floor, so there's no tilt down or up. you start to take your right ear to your right shoulder and let that right shoulder push away. Now again, I'm pressing the left hand into that left thigh. Your right hand can come to the upper cartilage of your left ear if you want. If it's already a big sensation without it, don't worry. And you're gonna pull that ear down in the whole lateral part of your neck. So it's gonna be the upper trap and a little bit of the LS muscle. You're gonna feel that open up and the jaw is soft. Come back to center. Roll through your left hand, your right hand and your right thigh, they're now pressing together. And again, passive, active. You'll feel it through the pec, through the shoulder, chin stays level. It's just like sands through an hourglass that spill into the left ear. And then your left hand can come to your upper right cartilage if you wanna go further. And for some of us, we might not want to or feel like we need to. And then you're pulling, oof, that left ear and that whole right side of the neck is opening. Again, the jaw is really soft. And then you'll come back to center, roll through the shoulders. I'm gonna give you the side view again. So now with your hands, you're gonna sit on the shell of your hand. So if you have a big ring on, you might wanna take it off. You're gonna pick up your right butt, right thigh. My right fingers are facing in. So just so you can see, it's gonna be like this. I'm gonna sit on my right hand, and then I'm gonna sit on my left hand, and you can get it mid-thigh, or if you want, you can get it more buttock bones, and then try to split your collarbones. Holy cow, this sensation through the wrists and through the chest. So again, your body's gonna wanna be here. You have to really work for the push forward. And again, you can invite whatever movement you want to through the sides of the head, but your wrists here should be having the biggest sensation. That's another full cycle of breath in and a full cycle of breath out. However you want to take your hands out, you take your hands out, give your wrists a little shake, because if you're at a desk, you're like on your laptop and doing whatever, we want those wrists to open up. And then you'll interlace your hands. I don't care which way they interlace, but flip the heel of the palms forward. Take your arms all the way up. Take a little bit of a side to side first, so you can see my booty's anchored into the seat. I'm pulling the right side body, the left side body, and then if you want to start to take a floss, you can start to take a floss behind one way, a floss behind the other way, and then you find center, breathe in, look up. And then the exhale, you let that go. Last thing here, and again, it's like with as much of a clear desk surface as you can, you're gonna scoot your butt back into the chair, your arms come forward. You'll bend your elbows. My palms, they can come together or they can split, but it's like you're gonna tap yourself onto the back. And notice how I'm still scooting my butt back. You can even move your chair further back. So if you're like, gosh, that feels good, but I need a little bit more space, you can pick up your chair, move it a little further back like that, giving yourself more negative space. And then notice how I'm dropping my chin essentially between the edge of the desk and the elbows, and then where my chin can drop in. And so opening up all through that tricep line, the lat line, where your serratus muscle is. Big breath in, feel like you can breathe into the armpits. Big cycle of breath out. You come up from that. Palms again can just face down on those thighs. You roll through the shoulders and then slow roll through the head and through the neck. This is our last thing here, so luxuriate in it. And then you'll find center. It's a big breath in and a big cycle of breath out. Hopefully you feel reset and ready to hit your workday, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.